I'd like to talk about the very close similarities with Christianity and paganism. And paganism is a actual insult to what I call myself by Christians. It's like a bad word to call me a pagan, or a heathen. It's a bad word. I don't usually call myself that. I would call myself a Wodenist or a Odinist or Astro, but it doesn't really matter. I'm probably talking mostly to Christians because a lot of people are converted to the Christian faith, and that's fine. You can do whatever you want to do. Like, you can believe in whatever you want to do. But I guess I want to go into the similarities of Christianity and paganism. Is the word I'm going to use. So you got, Adam and Eve, which was the beginning of the Bible. And the beginning and end of the Germanic sagas is ash and elm. Ash and elm. And those are two trees. And I will get back to why they're named that way. Ash and elm. And the similarities of ash and elm and Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve were in a garden. It was the beginning of life. And God gave them this life, and, the serpent, came in and disturbed their garden, giving Eve, the knowledge of, evil, the knowledge of destruction upon the earth, the forbidden fruit, the apple, from the apple tree of knowledge, the apple tree, the fruit, the forbidden fruit. And you have in the Nordic belief that Adam, which is ash, and Eve, which is elm, were on a sandy shore, and they were logs, basically, just like Adam and Eve were dirt from the earth in the Bible, which is kind of similar because trees come from soil. They suck the nutrients from the soil and produce a tree. And Adam takes, Adam is the male, and Eve is the female, and Eve comes from the rib of Adam, so the ash tree and the elm tree. I don't know. I don't want to get into biology of plants, or I don't know. It's very similar. I'm just gonna make it simple so everybody can understand this. It's all similar. It comes from the same stories, or it's taken from a similar story. I look at religions as like everyone is standing in a circle, and they're all looking in the center of the circle, and they have different outlets or different views of what's going on in the middle of the circle. A lot of people would probably say that, or get angry that, their faith is the faith, and that's what causes war and destruction in this world. Is most people think that way. They think they're superior of anyone else, and if you don't believe in the same way they will, you'll go to hell. And that's another thing. In my Nordic, Scandinavian belief, Hel is a goddess, and she is a goddess who takes care of people who don't go to Valhalla, which is heaven, and when they're lost and they don't fight in war, to protect their family or be honorable, they go to her. She's a goddess. She is spelt out Hel, Hell, and in the Christian belief, hell is a place with damnation, fire, demons, the grinding of teeth, torture, but it's different than what we believe in, because if you're lost and you don't have a path or a destiny or whatever, then you go to goddess Hel, and she watches over you until you get reborn and go back into the world and try to make it to Valhalla, which is heaven. It's a place where you get to feast forever and play, combat games, be very prosper, do things for the All-Father God, Odin. I guess the same as in the Christian heaven, you do things for God. It's a lot of similarity, and it's just different cultures. It's the original culture from the Christian belief came from the Jewish, Judish belief. It's like a lot. The Judish belief is a lot similar to the all the other Protestant, Catholic, Jewish, Muslim. That's a Judish belief. It all comes from the Middle Eastern countries. But the Nordic gods is of course, the Western European and the Western and the North countries, the Norse. So you have like a similarity, and there's other similarities from other beliefs, like the Buddhists and other cultures, the Asian different types of cultures that are more similar to the Norse belief, but you have similarities. The Hindu, all of them, they're just all similar, like in different ways. I'm not gonna get into them because I'm not really a scholar of fucking Hindu or anything like that, but So you have like Adam, Eve, Ash, and Elm, and you have like the Revelations and Ragnarok, and you have like God and Jesus, the Son of God. You have Thor and Odin. Thor is the son of God, Odin. Just a lot of similarities. I could go on forever. Thor, fights the serpent, you know, that, that it, feeds on the tree of life, sucks the sap of the tree of life, the serpent that lives in the oceans, and you have like even the Celtic cultures have that kind of stuff, like Morgan, God of War. Morgan is kind of like hell. There's a lot of similarities and a lot of different beliefs, and from different tribes and stuff, and so you kind of wonder why all these different tribes are separated or whatever, and some of them aren't, and why there's different wars and shit and all that, and like the Slavic gods are a lot close to the Nordic gods, and the Nordic gods are a lot close to the Christian gods, and the Christian god is a lot closer to the Slavic gods. It's a circle of like, I mean, who's to say like whose story is like more dominant than the other story or whatever, or like it would make your story like a cult if you said that you weren't like baptized in a certain church or like worshipped a certain belief to go to a certain higher positive like being, to a heaven. So like, you kind of wonder why all these cultures and tribes and stuff are at war with each other, when they're all like talking about the same shit. Like, even though, some stories leave out like stuff like God's family, or, and some stories, have addition to the information of what, God, had, or what God family was, it's just a bunch of counterparts and connections to all the religions. They're speaking of the same thing, and they're all, attacking, certain entity which is negative. I've studied Satanism and when I was younger, and the chaos gods, learn their magic and their power and all that, and I even studied the Cabal, the Illuminati, whatever, and Wicca, the four elements: earth, air, water, fire, the spirit, the fifth element, the nine divine, the nine realms. It's all, everything is connected. It's all. If you point a finger to somebody and say that they're going to hell or something, or they're going to heaven, you're probably going to fucking end up being in a bad place when you die. It's all like completely connected. Everything is. It doesn't matter if you believe in a certain way or not. Like, what is in the prophecies of different books is really what's going to happen. Uh, and it's a very touchy subject. And there's some people that are atheists, they don't believe in shit, and I respect them too. I mean, shit, there's all this fucking religion from different points of view and all that shit and all that, and you got dogma. And there's a lot of people that are just completely like giving up on, the belief of anything, which I understand. Like, I've been there because it gets confusing. But I'm more open-minded. I mean, I watch the, sun, weather every day for 4 or 5 years, maybe longer. And I noticed that for some reason the solar flares don't cross or even go direction towards the Earth. And you have to kind of believe in a higher being because there's no way out of like 5 years that I watch the solar weather that the sun can't directly like shoot a solar flare towards the Earth. I mean, just calculations like it. There's no way that like I think it was 1944 the last time the solar flares hit the Earth. And there wasn't any technology or anything, then. So, like, if the solar flares hit the Earth, it's like a CME attack, and all our power grid would go out. And it could happen tomorrow. Don't get me wrong. It could happen anyway. But, like, you gotta think, like, there's got to be some kind of higher being, like, protecting our green, beautiful planet from getting attacked by the sun, which is this big, giant entity of power. I mean, it's just massive. It, like, engulfs the size of our planet. Like, and when it sprays solar fucking energy, like, it's not just, like, a little shoot of energy, it's like a fucking spray, like, bleh. And if you don't believe me, you can see the, like, government, technology that watches the sun weather every day. And it does affect the Earth when it does spray. There's, volcanoes that erupt and earthquakes and all kinds of shit that fucking, like, goes off on Earth, even though it doesn't directly hit us. There's all kinds of shit that, like, happens, like, on the planet Earth, even though we don't get fucking directly hit by the solar panel. But I'm thinking, like, there's got to be some kind of higher being, like some kind of something, like a god. Before I even went into Odinism or Wodenism or Astro or even Christianity, or like, there's got to be something protecting us, some higher being. And I chose Odinism because it's like in my family culture. I'm not Jewish in any way. I don't have any Jewish bloodline, and I'm not from the Mediterranean. My family is Nordic and Southern Germanic. So we have no connection with the Jewish faith or Judaism or any Muslim faith or anything like that. I don't know why I would want to believe in that stuff. I have no issue or problem with it. I just don't relate to any of this Christianity or Judaism or anything like that. I know, like, a lot of my ancestors that got converted to it were Protestant, and it's just another connection to paganism. I mean, and so is, Catholics. They're just part of, they're connected to paganism. We believe in, we're, never mind that. We completely fucking are connected to believing in earth, spirit, we're not like Wiccans, so like our elements would be fire and ice, which is in our stories, the beginning of the universe, and I don't know, it's a beautiful religion, and it's about earth and the gods, and they all have stories and sagas, and I don't know, it's just something I grasped and like I connected to, and it's a lot. It has a lot of relations to Christianity, but it really doesn't. The enemy is the chaos gods. They're the ones who are destructive on the earth and the 9 realms. There's other planets connected to the tree of life. I'm just speaking in a simple way, and I know like people that believe in the same way I do, they're like, "Oh, what the fuck, man?" Like tell them the real story. But I'm not here to like preach my religion. I'm not Christian, so we don't believe in preaching or pushing our agenda or religion on you. So we really don't care if you understand, but we have a lot of similarity. We do have a serpent, the devil, we do have gods of chaos. If you really get down to old ancient Christianity, there's a lot more devils than just Satan. There's Belial, Leviathan, Lucifer, and Satan, and they represent the northeast, west, and south, and they're part of the. They have different names, and they're there's different devils, the 11 devils of chaos, in our belief. But I don't know. I did mention the Revelations, Ragnarok, they're the end of the world. They're in the hell, the goddess hell, the Christian hell torture place, Adam and Eve, Ash and Elm. There's a lot of similarities. I don't know if the Catholic Church, when they came in, I can't talk. And they came in and attacked the pagan tribes or whatever in different countries, that they didn't make similarities to connect their religion, their Catholic Christian religion, into the pagan culture. I know that Monday is Moon Day, Tuesday is Tyr Day. Tyr is a goddess, the Nordic god that sacrificed his hand to where the gods could chain up Fenris. He is giant wolf. Fernez. There's different ways to pronounce different names. Fernez. Um, and Tyr is the god of justice. And then you have Woden. That's the Germanic name for Odin. Woden is Wednesday. Thursday is Thor. And Thor is the god of thunder. Friday is Frigg. And another people argue that it's Freya, which is the daughter of Odin, Woden. And then you have Saturn, which is Saturday, and you have Sunday is Sunday, Sun Day. So there's a lot of, I guess, Greek and Nordic pagan gods. There are named every day of the week. It's a coincidence. I mean, I think the Catholic Church, who pushed the calendar out and made the name of the days, I think they pretty much, like, use those names to connect paganism to the culture of Christianity. You have, like, Christians celebrate Christmas, and Christmas is celebrated in the Norse Germanic tribes would, in the southern Germanic tribes would celebrate Yule. You have Easter that's celebrated, and it's called Bethel. I don't know, it's just all like fucking really connected. You have good against evil. I don't know. I really think that we all should connect and defeat the evil that really is, like, in our face in this world. And if you think that you are evil and you want to be part of the chaos gods, I think honestly, if you're listening to me on Facebook, you probably aren't part of that fucking tribe. And I think you need to follow your faith and join the light. Be positive at this point and get rid of all that negativity, because all that shit's gonna kill you, attack your family. It probably already has. Your family's probably already dead. That's probably why you're in the way you are. And don't get me wrong, I've been there. I've studied all that stuff. Black magic. Chaos magic. I think I understood it because I was curious, and I don't know. I just wanted to be able to fight it, I guess. I infiltrated it just like it infiltrates everyone else. And I don't know. Love everybody. Hope everybody's doing good. But I gotta go.